Hello, my name is Javier. I'm with Geoscience, and today I will be performing air tests on freshly mixed concrete by pressure method ASTM C-231, type B. There's two types of air: entrapped, which naturally occurs in the mix, and trained, intentionally added to the mix. This type of air is necessary for the concrete that will be exposed to the weather. The air voids allow for the collected moisture to expand and contract during freezing temperatures. Maximum 2-inch aggregate is permitted for the use with type B ball size. Pressure gauge, when we're reading the pressure gauge, we have to read it to the 0.1%. Tamping rod, we have to use a 5/8 of an inch tamping rod, and it has to be at least 4 inches longer than the depth of the bowl. We can also use, a 1/8 of an inch strike bar, 3/4 of an inch wide, and 12 inches long. Or we can use a plate. If it's a metal plate, 1/4 of an inch is allowed. If it's a plastic, or it has to be 1/2 of an inch thick and at least 2 inches longer than the size of the bowl. We're gonna start by priming the air meter. The first layer, we have to do 3 different layers. The first one, we have to fill up the 1/3 of the bowl. We also have to make sure that there's no standing water inside the bowl. In this case, there wasn't any because I had already done it. We fill up 1/3 of the bowl. With the rod, we do 25 times. We have to use the mallet. We have to hit the side 10 to 15 times. The second layer will be 2/3 of its volume. We repeat the same process, but on this layer, we have to penetrate the bottom layer for at least 1 inch. We tap it on the side 10 to 14 times. And the next layer, we fill it up all the way to the top. We penetrate the second layer, the same 1 inch. Top it on the side 10 to 15 times. In this case, I'm going to use this strike-off plate. We have to start at least 1/3 of the center of the bowl. and then we kind of tilt it so that way we get a smooth surface. We have to make sure that we clean the rim so we get a proper clamping. We place the top of the bowl, the air meter. We clamp it together. We make sure the both of the petcocks are open. When we're out in the water on the petcocks, we have to jar the air meter, so that way the air can come up if there's any air at the bottom. We add water until we see it coming out from the other side and there's no more bubbles. We got the water coming out. Now we got to pump the air pressure to the initial reading. We tap the sides to make sure that the gauge is stabilized. At this point, we close the petcock. Now that we see the gauge is not moving, it's stabilized. Now we release the air and tap it on the side, leaving the release valve open. We got to tap on the side of the gauge, and that will be your reading. We record this reading. Right now it's showing 1.5, and that completes the air test. Thank you.